Okay, I'm here with Coach Willie Powers, getting ready for state. Coach, another trip to Lakeland, facing probably the premier team in the state of Florida in Miami Country Day. How do you see that game going in?
Well, we just got to go in and play hard. You know they're the number one team in the nation, and you just got to go play and do your best. Give them 110%.
What have you noticed about this team that maybe is your concern about playing them?
Concern is they basically have 12 Division I athletes, and we have to just go out and make sure they only put 5 on the court like us, and just play our game and take care of the basketball.
You played plenty of big games in Lakeland. Is this probably the biggest competition you've played?
Well, when you're playing number one in the nation, that's probably going to be the biggest game you've ever played. Because
yeah.
I mean, not many teams in the state of Florida has played the number one team in the nation. So, yeah, it's a big game, great game. But it's just like everything else. We just got to go out and play.
Two teams that have won a lot of games going into this game. Is that, as far as momentum, does that help having a win streak like that going into Lakeland?
Well, just hopefully you learned something from each game that made you better to
right.
get you to this point.
What does your team have to do to try to be a team like that?
We have to take care of the ball and minimize our turnovers.
Okay.
And also hit shots.
Obviously, is that something that it seems like today in Lakeland a lot of teams were struggling shooting the balls? I think you're playing well. You have to practice on maybe kind of. Is that something that the team has to like? I know last year was a tough game for you against Carrollwood. It's just kind of what you're trying to alleviate so they're not.
Well,
so
I mean, it's hard for any high school team except like Miami Country Day because they do play a national schedule with 12, AAU players who play on a national form
right.
To play in open air arenas. No high school has open air arenas.
Right.
So your shooting percentage is going to be really, really low because depth perception is a lot tougher in an open air arena.
Yeah. That makes the state tournament really kind of. Is that fair? You think for a state tournament to have a?
Well, I mean, both teams has to play in it, but
right.
I mean, my thinking on it is we need to play in an arena that we play in during the regular season to make it legit. I mean, it's hard playing in open air arenas for high school players.
What is it about Co-Love? I mean, Courtney's going to go against her. What kind of matchup do you see?
Well, Co-Love is a 6'2" post player with guard skills. I mean, nobody's going up against her. We just got to, put 3 or 4 people around her and make sure, make her feel a little uncomfortable. But it's hard to do that when they have 4 shooters sitting around her.
You kind of knew that, the state tournament would be with them back in. Was it kind of unfortunate that you had to be the team to play them in the semifinals? Or
I mean, it is what it is. You're going to play them. They always say to be the best, you have to beat the best. So, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. You just got to go out and try to play, and hopefully your team shows up that night and scores one point more than the other team.
You're actually playing at 10 a.m. Is that a problem?
Well, most of their kids play major AAU, so it doesn't affect them because they play at 8 in the morning.
Right.
So, it does. I mean, that's not going to be a factor for either one of us because we practice at 6 a.m.
And what's your schedule going to be to go to Lakeland?
We'll practice tomorrow at 6 a.m., get a good breakfast, and head down.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.